Okay, so I've got the whole garden bed prepped here. Today I'm going to show you what it looks like before we start filling it up. I've got some free wood chips here that I'm about to fill the bottom of the bed with. What I've done is I've leveled it off. I have 3 boards high. So I've leveled it, and then after I attached the bottom skirt, I kind of brought it out here to the garden bed. You can ignore all my junk, but you can see over there I've leveled it off here. And so that's what it started looking like, and then I just stack it up and screw on the boards to the side, the second and third layer there. But after I've attached the hardware cloth to the bottom, I have these 1-inch PVC Schedule 40 pipes. It comes in 10-foot sections. I just cut them into, the 16-foot lengths and just drill a couple random holes at the bottom. Had some help from my son with that. And after you drill a couple holes, can you please stop doing that? You attach it with some brackets. I found that these Schedule 40 pipes, they are UV resistant, so it's definitely what you should use. And by attaching it on each board, it helps to keep it flush and stop the warping process without having to use any additional lumber. So what I've found is 2 brackets, one in the top board and one in the middle board. And then on the bottom board, you don't really need to use a bracket. What you can use is just a longer screw. So I have 1 screw at the bottom here, and it's screwed all the way through the pipe into the side of the board. That actually serves 2 purposes. It holds the board flush with the rest of the 3 sections, and it also stops your hoop pipe right about there from going all the way down to the bottom. So it kind of, as you put your hoop in here, it stops right here. And it's cheaper than a bracket. A screw is cheaper than a bracket. So 2 brackets, 1 screw. This thing is super solid. It's not going to go anywhere. And by doing that, it keeps all the boards flush all the way down the length of the bed here. And so all about multi-purpose here. It obviously is a hoop anchor and also helps keep it flush from warping. So that's what I found to be the perfect combination of 2 brackets and 1 screw. And on the corners, like I mentioned earlier, I cut out just a notch so I can avoid this altogether. Again, saves some cost. And there we go. Now I have 5 anchor points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can do 5 hoops. Just like here, I could do 1 here, here, there, and there, and there. So this is a better example of what that will look like in the end. So you can use it as a corner anchor post there, and then you have 5 hoops, which evenly distributes the plastic or netting or whatever you might need across the whole length of the bed. So now that we have the anchors in, we can start filling it with wood chips and dirt and compost and all those things. So definitely take the time to add these to your beds before you start filling it, because after the fact it would be nearly impossible, if not a giant nightmare, to do that. So put a little extra time and thought into it, add these before you start filling it, and then you'll be able to utilize these hoops all throughout the year in your beds. Alright, time to fill it up.